Hello everyone, this is Nurse Goodness from Republic of Ireland saying hello to you, especially to professional colleagues that are wishing to come over to Republic of Ireland to practice their profession. I'm here again to address some questions I've received from quite a number of people, both in Facebook, different social media platforms, Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram. Many of them asking me to address or to explain the differences between RCSI exam and adaptation program. That is what this video is going to address today. But before I start that, let me inform you all that I do not work with Nursing and Midwifery Board of Ireland. I am an Irish nurse. I'm sharing my experience. I'm using it to help people and not like I am directly connected to them. So this is a disclaimer. It's simply a way of helping people to get it right, to come over to Ireland and practice their profession. And I hope that this video will answer some of the queries that you may have been searching for the answers. Okay, so today we are going to be discussing the differences between RCSI exam and adaptation program. Don't worry. I know you may have been asking so many people and you've not gotten the correct or the right answer. So, when you start your process to register with Nursing and Midwifery Board of Ireland as an international nurse, of course, you will submit the necessary documents and they will assess the documents you've submitted. And at the end of the assessment, they will issue you a document called decision letter. Okay? They will issue you a document called decision letter. Decision letter simply means that they have finished assessing whatever document you have submitted, whatever area of discipline you wish to register with Nursing and Midwifery Board of Ireland. They have finished assessing it and they have taken decision on you. Now, the decision could be that you are being offered or are being given a PIN without any compensation measures. It could also be that they will want you to come over to Republic of Ireland and do adaptation program. And I'll be explaining what adaptation program means. And it could be that they want you to come over and write an exam to compensate for those inadequacies, okay, with your credentials. So whichever one it is not a problem. So when they finish assessing this, they will issue this decision letter to you. Before now, they do send it through courier services. But now, they will send it to your email. Now, when you get the email, you read it properly and know what their decision is. In some cases, they might tell you that they want you to undergo an adaptation program here in Republic of Ireland in accredited hospital. And they will also give you a list of hospitals that are accredited in Ireland for you to come over and do your adaptation. Good. And they might also say that you have the choice of choosing either adaptation or exam, which is the aptitude test that is organized by Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. That's RCSI exam. So it's either they give you the option to choose between the two, or they'll ask you to do a particular one. Not to worry, it's not a problem. Whichever one they ask you to do, it is okay. It's doable. Both of them are doable, and the success rate is commendable too, depending on how prepared you are before coming over. And that reminds me, let me inform you, don't be carried away by the excitement of coming over to Ireland. There's possibility of you going back home if you don't prepare adequately for whichever one you wish to do. What am I trying to say? If your adaptation program is not well done, you might go back to your home country. So it's important you do adequate preparation before coming. Likewise, the exam. Now, for the exam, decision letter to go for exam, which is the RCSI exam. The exam is in two parts. We have the test itself, which is the theory part of it. And when you pass it, of course, it's expected of you to pass 50% of it. For now, it's 150 questions, and you're expected to pass at least 75 for you to pass. And then they will now give you invitation to come over for the OSCE, which is the practical aspect of the exam, the OSCE. For the practical aspect of the exam, the OSCE, we have 14 stations, and you're expected to pass the 14 stations. And peradventure, if you don't pass all, like out of the 14, maybe you pass 10, you'll be asked to repeat the remaining 4 that you failed. And if at the second attempt of repeating the remaining 4, if you fail again, you have to start the whole process all over. I don't wish that will be the portion of any of my listeners. And then, if you pass at the first attempt, that's fine. You'll be issued pins. Guys, I'll be explaining it so that you guys will understand how it works. Okay? If you pass at the first attempt, you'll be issued your pin to practice as a nurse. If you don't pass, they will give you the grace. Even if you don't pass the aptitude test, that's the theory part of it. If you fail it, they will still give you the second chance to write again. And if you write again and you don't pass the second one, then you'll be asked to start the whole process again. And that might mean that you have to go back to your country to start the whole process again, okay? Now, if you are given decision letter to come over and do adaptation means that you will come and work in any of those accredited hospital, and you work under a preceptor, okay? You are not meant to write exam, but you might be given some assignments to carry out while doing your adaptation. Like, you will start work and you start getting paid for doing adaptation, but the payments will be receiving is going to be as a pre-registered nurse. You're expected to do this adaptation for a period of 6 weeks. And if at the end of the 6 weeks, if your preceptor is okay with your competence, then she's going to sign you off and then write to Nursing and Midwifery Board of Ireland that you are competent enough to have the pin, and you'll be told the next step of the registration. And if they are not comfortable, or if your preceptor is not okay with your skills, your professional skills, she might ask you to stay a bit longer, maybe up to 8 weeks or even more, for them to be sure that you are fit to hold the pin. The reason why they do this is because they want to be sure that whoever they're issuing the pin to is someone who is going to maintain the integrity of nursing profession out there. When I mean Irish nurses are standard in their professional output, they're standard in their skills, okay? So that is just the reason. So you need to make sure that you prove to them that you are fit to have the pin by knowing your professional boundaries, your skills, practical skills, anything you can think of. Okay, that's how it works. Now, if at the end of it, you are issued pin as adaptation, after the adaptation, then you are good to go. Now, for you to come over to, as an international nurse, to come over and do any of this, some people might choose to sponsor themselves, like paying for the exam themselves, apply for visa, come over, get accommodation, and have it done. But the quickest and the easiest way is going through an agency. I wouldn't say it's the quickest, but rather I would say it's a bit comfortable and convenient, in the sense that you don't have to pay a lot for that. So most employers in Ireland here do pay for the exam. Some other people will ask you to pay when you pass the reimburse, and some other people might not reimburse, okay? So it depends on the employer that you're working with. The choice is yours to look for what you want. Before you make any application for job offer, look out for their specification. What do they cover? Are you comfortable with that? Then you can apply and proceed with them. That is by the way. Okay. Now, if you choose to write the exam, I would advise you to go to their site. Click on the RCSI website, click on minimum background reading, and go through all those topics. There's no quick way, there's no fast way of getting your pin here than doing the right thing. So you have to go through the topics one after the other and make sure that you read it. Try to join some classes, though not accredited. I don't know anyone that is accredited by Nursing and Midwifery Board of Ireland, okay? So you join classes and have yourself well prepared before coming over to Republic of Ireland to practice as a nurse. So that is the difference between adaptation. That is the difference between adaptation and RCSI exam. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I don't wish to make this thing so lengthy. In case if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please search for Nurse Goodness. Click on subscribe button. encourage me to do more by subscribing and sharing my videos. Thank you very much. Hope to see you guys in Republic of Ireland. Thank you for now. Bye. See you in my next video.